They have the slip in place as well. He's just keeping it simple. He's just bowling it on a length. If you walk me on, take me on. Shanaka, cross seamer. That's the first ball he faced. He sees a bit of width and just throws his hands at it.
Yeah, he'll be disappointed. He'll be disappointed where didn't get a sighter of the ball, and like you said, Raj just played
Shanaka,
the line.
All right, go on, call it a double wicket. That's the first ball he faced. He sees a bit of width. No, it's not. Hasaranga's got that in front of square. His hands at it. He's off the mark with a boundary. 62 for 5.
Yeah, he'll be disappointed. He'll be disappointed where didn't get a sighter of the ball, and like you said, Raj just played
Shanaka,
the line.
All right, go on, call it a double wicket. That's the first ball he faced. He sees a bit of width. No, it's not. Hasaranga's got that in front of square. His hands at it. He's off the mark with a boundary. 62 for 5.
Yeah, he'll be disappointed. He'll be disappointed where didn't get a sighter of the ball, and like you said, Raj just played
Shanaka,
the line.
All right, go on, call it a double wicket. That's the first ball he faced. He sees a bit of width. No, it's not. Hasaranga's got that in front of square. His hands at it.
62
He's off
for
the mark
5.
with a boundary. 62 for 5.
Overs gone.
He'll be disappointed. He'll be disappointed where
playing plenty of shots out Sri Lanka.
Sighter of the ball, and like you said, Raj just played
Shanaka,
the line.
All right, go on, call it a double wicket. That's the first ball he faced. He sees a bit of width. No, it's not. Hasaranga's got that in front of square. Hands at it. He's off the mark with a boundary. 62 for 5.
He'll be disappointed. He'll be disappointed where
playing plenty of shots out Sri Lanka.
Sighter of the ball, and like you said, Raj just played
Shanaka,
the line.
All right, go on,
solid start for Pakistan. Wasim Akram alongside.
Good evening, Julie. Good evening, everyone. What a start for Pakistan in this crucial game. 62 for 5 Sri Lanka now. Ibral bowling his first over. But what a new bowl spell by Shaheen. Everybody chipped in. Wicket for Haris Rauf in his first over. And then, of course, Hussain Tallat. 2 wickets in his first over. That was his first wicket, Hussain Tallat. And the second one was, of course, Shanaka. Caught behind the second ball. Sri Lanka under pressure here, big time. The mystery bowler is on. Ebrar. He's got 4-fielder inside the circle, no slip.
And they just look like they're really up for it too, as the fielding's been really good. It's been a key. It's a terrific batting surface. Don't get me wrong. 63 for 5 doesn't represent how good this pitch is, I don't think. We're seeing glimpses of how good it is from the shots that have been able to be played.
Very good cricketing pitch. True pitch, bit of Shaheen Shafridi in the air off the pitch. An even bounce. But what a performance. And you were absolutely spot on with their fielding. Has been exceptional today by Pakistani players.
Good start from Abrar as well. On just a little slower, but on the money. Pretty comfortable over from Pakistan's point of view. 3 from it, 9 gone, 65 for 5.
Everybody chipped in for Pakistan. Shaheen Shafridi, leader of the pack. 21 for 2. Fahim Ashraf got bowled well. 16 runs from 2 overs. Haris Rauf 1 for 14. And then, of course, Hussain Tallat 1 over 5 for 2. What a spell. What a start for him.
Well, 5 fours and 4 sixes in the innings, so boundaries haven't been a problem from Sri Lanka's point of view, but 30 dots in 9 overs, 30 dot balls. I think he's got an under edge on that.
Pressure is building up now. It's only 65. We're into 10th over. And Pakistanis must be thinking, okay, we need one more wicket and we can really get them out cheaply. What they don't want that Sri Lanka should get to 150, 160. I suppose anything can happen in T20 format, Dooley. 2 for 4. This was the first one. It was the appeal of the last ball. One more wicket for Pakistan. That's they must be thinking. And so important, back of a length, just there around the wicket, just tucking the batsman in. 2 wickets for Hussain Tallab. This was the first one, pulled, edged, straight to the fielder, Haris Rauf. And then that was the second one. A dangerous batsman there too, Shanaka. And look at the excitement, 2 for 4.
Yeah, just feeling for it, Dasan Shanaka. Really in no position to play that shot. Looking to get bat on ball. Picked up the faintest of outside edges, and when they've been nicked, Harris has managed to hold on to them. We've seen a little bit of untidy stuff behind the stumps when they haven't been hit.
It was difficult early on with the ball. He was dipping around, he was swinging and seeming late.
Match number 16. This is for you tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. local time. We're back up the highway in Dubai, at the Dubai International Stadium for India up against Bangladesh.
And good to have you back, Dooley, in the commentary box, and congratulations.
Thank you. Lovely to be here last week. Nice English summer. I'm now back in my second home.
Absolutely, you live here now, so Dubai is your second home. Hasaranga, an all-rounder. What a bowler, what a cricketer. A lot depends on him today, as far as Sri Lankan innings concerned.
Push for 2 here. This is nicely dinked into the onside. If they can't find the boundaries and continue to find the boundaries, I think, Wasim, that's one way to get things back rolling.
Yeah, get a partnership going, rotate the strike, 11 of 14. And obviously they're 5 wicket down, and they can't just play shots now, unnecessary shots. But coming back to the square, the pitch has been superb in this DP World Asia Cup here and Dubai both. And look at this ground, it's just stunning. The outfield is just beautiful, looks like a carpet, very well maintained.
Edge, no slip in place though. Third is quite fine. And the other thing, I mean, one of the greatest things about this ground, not only do the ground staff do a great job with the centre surface, is the size. Size of the outfield. If you don't get it right, you get caught. You get caught on the boundary or inside the boundary. You have to hit it well to get it to or over.
And that's the way it should be in T20 format. Fair battle between bat and ball. Dimension 66 meters either way, and then of course 70 to 72 meters mid-wicket and extra cover.
What a pace off to finish. Another tidy over from Hussain Talat. 5 off that at the end of 10, 70 for 5, and time for drinks. Well, some starts for Kusal Pereira and Charitha Lanka. Mindu Mendes with 15 as well, but no one able to go on with it. It's been the problem from Sri Lanka's point of view at the moment. 5 wickets to fall. Was just chipped straight to mid-wicket. First one, Sal Mendes. And then a wild swing from Pathum Nissanka. Behind, that was chipped by Pereira. Good catch too from Fahim Ashraf. It's also a really good running catch. Haris Ralph, and then as we just mentioned prior to the break, Dasun Shanaka really in no position to be playing that shot. Just fishing for the ball. Couple of wickets in his first over, Hussain Talat, and 2 for Shaheen Shah Afridi as well. The wicket taker Haris Ralph, although he went for 14 off the over. They were all boundaries, a 6 and 2 fours, and a wicket and 3 dots.
Some wild shots in there, especially against Shaheen Shah Afridi, who was sprinting in, who bowled beautifully. He was swinging, he was seaming, especially after pitching. And hence Sri Lanka is 70 for 5 now in 10 overs, halfway. Strike rate, run rate of 7. Ibrar to continue, bowling his second over. There is no short fine leg there for Ibrar. Instead, they have a fielder saving one at mid-wicket. And of course, the square leg for the sweep shot is a little finer now.
Been informed. Go back to the Asia Cup in 2022, final between Pakistan and Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka were really struggling in that one as well, weren't they? 58 for 5. And Hasaranga scored 36 off 21. Rajapaksa came in and did some damage.
I was there. I thought Pakistan have won that game, but Rajapaksa came in and smashed Pakistan all over the park, and what a player he was. He still is.
So a partnership in that game with the man who's due in next, Chamika Karunaratne, who's back into the side tonight and managed to get up to the total, having been 58 for 5. 10 overs to go, so plenty of time. And these two find something.
Straight to the batsman at the other end. I hope he's okay. But coming back to this particular pitch, if you're batting first, the winning score is, like you mentioned in the pitch report, 183. 75 for 5.
I don't know where it's hit Hasaranga actually. Quite hard. Oh yeah, up around the shoulder. Did he get his glove up in the way? I think he might have got his glove. Have a look for the right hand to protect himself. Yeah, and it might have hit just below the glove, somewhere on the inside of the forearm. Just in there. Yep.
On the wrist. I hope he's okay. It was very firmly hit. He had no time whatsoever to get away from the ball, get out. Yeah, he's in a bit of a pain. The magic spray is out.
Might think he'd be able to get out of the way of it, but just have a look at this. Well, it's always did the trick, didn't it?
Like you said, it shows how good that square is. If you're a batter, obviously the new ball will definitely give some advantage to fast bowler. Once the new ball is, you know, after 4 or 5 overs, you can play actually shots. But Pakistan got wickets in those 4 or 5 overs. They've done really well. They're pumped up, jazzed up today. They knew it's a do or die, important game. They want to stay in the race. this TP World Asia Cup.
Yeah, both these sides suffering losses in their opening encounters. Sri Lanka in that really good game up against Bangladesh. Pakistan going down to India. Put a good score on the board, but it was relatively comfortable towards the back end. So must-win situations. I feel it's that type of tournament, though. They could all beat each other.
Yeah, it's that sort of tournament, I suppose. Obviously, India won every game so far. They played miles ahead of any team in this tournament so far. They're going to settle for one, only 2 runs from the over, 11 gone, 72 for 5.
Vital that win for Bangladesh over Sri Lanka, I think. Yeah, hot favourites to run away with the Super Fours, the form they've been in. This game, the significance of it, having played 2 and lost 2, it makes it very, very difficult to get yourself through.
Change of bowling. Haris Rauf got a wicket already in his 1 over. Went for 14, but got a wicket, got a breakthrough. Around the wicket.
Carved away in front of point. Beat the 1. They're in good position out there. So around the wicket to the left-hander. Chamika Karunaratne into the side today. Shmantha Chamira, the bowlers there with Chamira, Tikshana and Nuwan Thusara. Karunaratne is more than capable with the bat. Powerful hitter. Sri Lanka would love to get to a position where maybe 15th, 16th over before they see him at all. And he has a bit of a free license because he's a really powerful player.
That's where Shanaka is very dangerous, and they got him straight away. Look how true the wicket is. You can play at your will, front foot with the straight bat. Everything is coming out of middle of the bat. That shows the quality of the pitch.
Strike rate of 105 in his 35 innings. Get a lot of opportunities. He's a better player than those numbers would suggest. All field set well for the off pace and the into the surface.
No need for variation right now. They know that they need a wicket here. That's why seam up is the option. Mendes plays the spotlight on him as well. A lot depends on him. He's on 18 of 20. Of course, Sri Lankan's point of view, partnership is the key here for them. This is worth 17 between these two of 25. 3 fielders down leg side. Fine leg, square leg, and of course mid-on on the boundary.
Carved away. This one's in front of point as well, and it'll go all the way for 4. Welcome boundary for Hasaranga.
Very dangerous player, Hasaranga. It wasn't the best delivery. It was short, it was wide. I know he's got pace. Previous deliveries were only 134. He had plenty of time to place that shot in front of extra cover. Hey, look at this. It was asking for trouble. Beautiful shot.
Bit of line and a bit of length, but it'll be a pretty comfortable one. Just a couple of overs that have gone for more than 9. The entire innings, it's been the regular fall of wickets. That's been the problem for Sri Lanka. The partnership just building. Only 22 from 27 though at the moment. Dot ball to finish. 8 from the Harris Ralph over. 12 gone. It's 80 for 5.
Sri Lanka been put in trouble. They lost Pathum Nissanka and Kusal Mendis early. And the innings has lost direction. Last recognized pair at the wicket. Shamika Karunaratne can bat. He's in next. 8 overs remaining. 10 and over, 160. Bowled across the line. A wild hack from Hasaranga.
Great disciplines from the Pakistani bowlers. Fast or spin. Abrar, who was a little bit under pressure against India, didn't bowl that well, came back very, very strongly. A little googly, a little bit more flight on that. And Hasaranga saw that and he decided to go across the line. And Abrar said, nope, too late. That was a wonderful delivery to get rid of Hasaranga. 80 for 6 now. Problem Sri Lanka.
Shamika Karunaratne, he's got a job on his hands. He did that job very well the last time he played against Pakistan in a T20 international. It was the Asia Cup final, 58 for 5. Simon and Wasim were talking about it. But he put on a partnership with Bhanuka Rajapaksa. He is not here though. Well, a lot of work to do. Playing his first game after quite a while. Slip in place, Abrar. It was all Hasaranga from him. Off the mark, didn't pick it. He bowled the wrong un, which Hasaranga does. He gets lots of his wickets off a wrong un. And then sends him off with a trademark Hasaranga celebration.
I think Hasaranga read him, but he wasn't expecting the ball to spin that much, especially with so much grass on the surface. He thought it's not going to spin that much, and that's why he's lost his wicket. Length though, nice flighted delivery. Again, growing in confidence, Abrar. Bowling is third over, only 7 runs is given. Very conservative.
They've been forced to. With the wickets falling, they can't take chances. Shaheen Shah Afridi started things off with those 2 wickets early. And then Hussain Talat, those couple were massive. We keep harping on the fact that the shots that are being played indicates that there's good pace and bounce, a good pitch. The Sri Lankan batters know they'll need to go hard at some stage if they are to have a chance. The player in the spotlight, Abrar, 1 for 7, just coming to the end of his third over. And that's a reason Sri Lanka been thinking maybe 180, 190 and always been going hard, but unfortunately forced to take too many chances.
Well, Russ, that's another excellent delivery. Even if you're looking to get 180, we all knew that there's grass on the surface. There'll be ball moving around for the first few overs, so they could have watched out a little bit early on and kept those wickets in hand. Losing, 3, 4, 5 wickets in the first sort of 7, 8 overs didn't really do them good. Now they're really on the heels, really on the back foot.
That's where we always say, get the foundation right, and then you go from there. Because if you have those wickets in hand, you're at least 160, 170, you're in the game. But moment you aim too high, you're forced to do what Sri Lanka do, or did, and you dig yourself a hole like this, 82 for 6. Well, Kamindu Mendis is still there. We've seen him play some wonderful shots. He's not come to terms with Abrar yet. Bowled 3 overs, showing off all his variations. Faim Ashraf, who opened the bowling, is back. Of course, Abrar will be bowled out, I'm sure. There's no reason to hold him back. On the back of early wickets, any team will struggle against Abrar and his variations.
Yeah, beautiful bowling. The lengths were perfect. He bowled a couple of quicker deliveries, the slider. The first 3 deliveries were sliders, and a little bit slower, a carom delivery, and that delivery which goes back into the right-hander. Beautiful deliveries.
I think he was more impressed with his celebration that he got it right than the wicket itself. That's the look he gave.
Well, overall, if you look at Pakistan's track record, it's always been, when they pick up early wickets, especially with Shaheen giving early breakthroughs, then Pakistan become a different unit. All their bowlers get different approach and also different energy, and this man has provided Pakistan plenty of success with especially with the new ball, and he's done it again this time.
On that point, since the last T20 World Cup, 2's the call. It will be 2 because Haris Rao's got across. Since the 2024 T20 World Cup, in the power play, he's only picked up 6 wickets at 51. There you go, straight away, the point that you make. Pakistan thrive off the energy, that early intent from Shaheen Shah Afridi.
Cricket is a game where you can be off form. It's not only the batters who go off form, it's the bowlers. Sometimes when their rhythm is not right, and when you're looking to do something, it's not happening, and that's called a bad form. When it's good form, your running is really perfect, and you get into your action really well, and the ball comes out of your hand the way you want to. So I feel Shaheen is getting there, but I feel is still not there. The first couple of overs he bowled, 3 overs he bowled this afternoon. He did pick up 2 wickets, but I thought he could have done better. especially with the lengths he's bowled.
Again, a couple. He did really well. Well, good work in the outfield, but we'll have to have another look at that one. Geez, it got to the boundary very quickly.
Yeah, it's a fast outfield. Once again, Pakistani fielders really putting themselves on the line. They're showing a lot of intent, a lot of energy on the field. Not sure if that is gone for boundary or not, but yeah, the effort was there. His back was actually touching the rope. Did he touch? Did the ball came back to him when he pushed it back? That's where we need to see that. Did he touch it? No.
No,
well done.
He's done well. He's avoided it, in fact. Great presence of mind. So that'll only be 2 against India. I was talking to Wasim earlier, and I thought Shaheen Shafridi was trying too hard. Then that rhythm will not be with you.
Yeah, pressure makes you do funny things. Once again, toe end. Only single of the final ball of the over. 5 off the over, 87 for 6.
Twelve and over, 159. Where Sri Lanka are, even that's a very hard ask. Looking at the previous over, even coming the Mendis, a player in form for Sri Lanka, someone they trust. He couldn't find the timing. Abrar is going to bowl out. Look, he got the wrong and nice. Perfect in the previous over. But did he get this right though? That's Hasaranga.
Out of 10, I will give 5. No, Hasaranga is cool.
But I like the cheeky smile Abrar had. Not taking any chances. Well, let's try, Vakar.
Russell, I can't even do that. I don't have a finger, so... You need 10 fingers to do that, to just have that celebration. Look, all 10 fingers, you know, pull the pinky finger and the thumb out and just look at that. It's just so cool. And everyone loves it around the ground. I can't do that. Not for me.
Geez, 1 for 8. Let's have a go.
It's funny, isn't it?
Geez, he's going to bowl his 4 overs for under 10 here. Oh dear, oh dear. They're asking, he's gone across the stumps. They will take the review. They should, I think. Yeah, both reviews available.
Ball appears to be passing close to the glove. Can I have outrage, please? Keep it rolling through frame by frame, flat line, still flat line. Keep it rolling through, clear gap between bat and glove. I'm satisfied, no bat involved. Going back to on-field umpire, please. Yes, you can check. Come ready, please. The original decision is not out, ball pitching outside off, impact in line, wickets missing. Going back to on-field umpire, please. Is that you can stay with your not out decision, you're on spin.
Geez, what a brilliant decision that was. And you were right too. It was bouncing. So this wouldn't be a case because he has 4 for 9 versus UAE. But bowling your 4 overs for under 10 on a good batting pitch. Credit to Brar. Apesh ends with 1 run, 15 bowled, 88 for 6. Not a healthy scorecard at all. Kamindu Mendis is there. Now who's faced 9 balls for 1 run.
Well, the problem with Sri Lanka right now is they don't have much left after this. So this is kind of their last recognized batters. So they have to make sure that they face all 30 deliveries, the remaining 30 deliveries.
Eight runs off 17 balls. This need to make a decision here. Hobble their way, crawl their way to 110, or take your chances and look to play some shots. If it comes off, you get 135, 140. If not, you're bowled out for 100. Because 110, 120 is not gonna cut it.
Russ, either way, I think they're gonna be well short.
That's for sure. Short fine leg. Well, he'll turn and chase. Plugs in the outfield, so just a couple. But you got to try. You got to make a decision either way here. I would think Kamindu Mendis comes off, plays the innings of a lifetime with 140.
Should have thought about it earlier in the piece when they lost first 2 wickets. They should have just sort of thought about not 190, 180, just thought of 160, 170. I think that's where they made mistake, and then they kept on losing wickets. And now even 130, 140 might not be enough. They have to really play out of their skin to get to 140, 150. One more wicket down, further problem will start.
Yeah, that's always my point. Get your foundation right, target a decent score that keeps you in the game. Things go well, there are your bonus runs. You look to win the game in all 3 departments, not just the one. Well, the 2 teams that won their first game in the Super Force, they'll effective edge. How about that? Middle of the bat. You're not finding the boundary, but the edge, it flies away.
Well, at this stage, Sri Lanka will take any runs and every run. Doesn't matter how they come. This was definitely edgy. The room was there. He just swung his bat. It was a slow delivery ball, just gripping a little bit in the surface. Nevertheless, a boundary. 8 in the first 3 deliveries from Hossain Thelat. who's been pretty successful, picked up 2 wickets in his first over.
Well, he's got to keep going, Kamindu Mendis. He's got no other option. Shaheen Shah Afridi and Fahim Ashraf who opened the bowling. They got an overreach. Haris Rauf has 2. Slower delivery. Well, tomorrow in Dubai. First ball to be bowled at 6:30 p.m. India take on Bangladesh. Both teams unbeaten.
It should be a good game. Both on high at this stage. India definitely playing best cricket of their life, and young team.
The point will come across. Well, what I noticed when they played Pakistan 2 days ago, India didn't have a good game. They dropped so many catches. Bumrah went for 45 plus, but yet looked dominant.
Well, it's their batting. I thought the 2 openers, the way they started, they meant business. Although 170 on the Dubai pitch is not a target where you just, chase it the way they chased. You do have difficulties, but they never allowed any of Pakistani bowlers to settle. They attacked everyone. Abrar, Shaheen, Fahim, everyone. End of the 16th, 97 for 6, Sri Lanka.
That Manhattan graph is a really good illustration of what's happened. Wickets right at the start, so that's inside the first 3 overs. And there were a couple of big overs as well, which kick-started things nicely and got them going. Then over number 8, a couple of wickets and pegged them down dramatically for the next half a dozen overs, really. And they haven't really recovered from that moment. So they've got some work to do, Sri Lanka. 6 down, 97 on the board, 4 overs remaining. The run rate just a shade over 6. Pakistan will be happy.
10 and over will take them to 137. That'll be a reasonable total to defend. If they get to 135, 140, that would be ideal for them at from this stage.
Yeah, this is the business end. Dragging that on the onside. He's did it pretty well. 1 bounce and it has gone for 4. It's a good start to the over. That's what they need. Positive stuff right at the beginning.
Here's a good play, Mendes. 38 now. That was his 3rd boundary. And that too towards mid-wicket. There was 2 fielders there, square leg and mid-wicket. Played it between those 2. Picked up nicely that gap. A bit of a slog, but that's what they need at this stage of the game. Massive gap, 54 meters between those 2 fielders.
Couple of tall building blocks here will give them good momentum, Sri Lanka, for the last couple of overs. Running that first one hard, touching and turning. That's aggressive running and good running.
Good start of the over for Sri Lanka, 6 runs from it. In last 30 balls, they've scored 29 runs and a wicket. That shows how good this pitch is, Hazy. Everything is true, even bounce coming nicely on the bat. Pakistan did really well here with getting Sri Lankan 6 wickets. He's not very happy. It's not easy out there, guys, let me tell you.
I mean, this is such a key moment right now. This is, remember, the side who goes down in this game is really going to have their work cut out to go through further. Have to rely on other results going their way. If you win this game, you're sitting pretty to a certain extent. You've got nice momentum going to the next game. Tikshana is in the lineup. We saw how well Brar bowled. Tikshana will like bowling on this track as well. Tashara will get some swing. It's a good length. You can't do too much with that. Nicely bowled by Haris Rauf.
Yeah, it was a Yorker. Went straight to the fielder. Mid-off was up in the circle. He was lucky there. Haris Rauf, 1 for 28, bowling his third over.
How tough is this? Every ball is now obviously sweating so much on his hands. How tough is this right now? Well, is it still very hot out there?
It's, apart from the weather, it's tough to hold the ball because sweat trickles down onto your fingers and onto your palm as well, and that's why you won't be able to grip the ball properly.
The kit they're wearing is absolutely drenched, which doesn't help the cause either, I'm sure. Edge onto the thigh. Haris Rauf's got to get there. Zing bows light up along with the stumps as well, but safely home.
Football would have been handy here because I think he lost a little bit of time when he bent and followed through. Most of the time the idea is to kick it. Right here. Yeah, that's where I think he got delayed a bit. A good effort from Haris Rauf. He's giving his 100%.
So close to the stumps, he had to go that extra couple of feet than the batsman had to. 7 off the over, 2 balls remaining now. Haris Rauf wants to try and shut this down from here. It's absolutely drenched.
And it's difficult to put a wristband as well, especially on your bowling hand, because every time you'll come and bowl, it will slip as well because of the wetness.
Breeze around today, so it's unlikely there'll be some dew later. That's nicely bowled, a little bit wider of the crease that time as Kamindu walked across, trying to work on the leg side.
8 runs from the over. Good pace from Haris Rauf. Every time he gives his 100%.
A really good speed. Second ball 148 k's per hour. That last one 142. The rest in 120, so some slower balls in there as well. 25 unfinished off 28 balls now for Kunaratne and Kamindu Mendes. Mendes has got almost all of those. Kunaratne strengthens the bowling department as a
over. Haris Rauf, Shaheen's got 1 and Fahim's got 1 as well. Let's see who bowls the next over.
Really good, the last 2 deliveries. And that's a dot ball to finish. That's good bowling from Rauf. Nice work to shut it down. 105 for 6.